Hello everyone, it's Haley. I just got my first American Girl doll ever. Yes, I'm an adult, it does not matter. But I wanted to make her an outfit because I think she only has like 3 outfits right now and they don't really go together. She doesn't have any shoes. I'm pretty sure this is a bitty baby dress. So it's supposed to be for baby dolls, so it's way too short. So I want to make her a hat, maybe a skirt or something, and then some shoes. So that's what I'm doing today. So let's get on with the video. Most of you are here for the crochet. This is my first crochet project of 2025. I did say I wanted to crochet more clothing. We're starting the baby steps by doing doll clothes because it's smaller and easier. There's 2 strands. Which one is correct? I don't know. I'll be back. I also talked about this in my crafty goals video, but when I first learned how to crochet, I made doll clothes and accessories. So this is bringing me back to that. And a lot of the things I made, I didn't use a pattern. I just came up with it. So I know I can do it. I haven't crocheted clothes in a long time. And it says to use an 8mm hook. So I'm gonna try that, and if I don't like it, then I'll figure out something. Ignore the doggies in the background. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one of those like cat ear hats. I've never made one before, but I think what you just do is make a rectangle and fold it in half. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, we don't start with a magic ring. We start with a slip stitch. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I've gotta remember to leave a tail, and usually I would not use chenille yarn for this, but that's all I have right now. I do have some black yarn, but I don't want to use black. I want to do maybe Valentine's theme, and I know that this is more beige than pink, but it's still a blush pink kind of. I think the color was Shell by Premier Parfait Chunky. I used this to make a Naruto. I don't know which way it will be folded, if this will be the bottom or if this will be a side. I'm just gonna say this is gonna be the bottom. So this needs to go halfway around her head. Too big. And remember, it stretches. I'd say that's fine. If it's too big, I can always make another one. We live and we learn. So I've done 19 so that I can do a row of 18. Oh wait, let's do half double crochet. Okay, now I'm trying on, seeing if the hat is a good size before I continue. Okay, I overestimated the size of her head. So I think we could take off 2 rows, maybe? I'm also going to make a little, like, band that can flip up. Try again. I don't know, because it's gonna have cat ears, so it's gonna be, yeah, let's undo that part. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't have to undo it. I just had to make sure I took note of the halfway point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the halfway, so I need to make 5 more rows. Well, finish the 6th row and then make 4 more rows. It's alright. At least it wasn't a lot. Okay, I think I'm done with the hat, the little square. Now I just have to like fold it in half and crochet the ends. But this is how I was wanting to fold it, like this. But I feel like it looks weird. Like, why is it so big right here? If it was single crochet, it would be basically a square. I mean, it's a little bit wider. Shouldn't it be taller because I did half double crochet instead of single crochet? I don't know. But it's almost a square still with the half double crochet. So I'm thinking I should be able to fold it in half this way too, and it be a similar size. But since it's slightly smaller on this side, it might not look as weird. So let's see if that's better. I think I like how the rows look going up and down, but if I was going to do the rim, I would do it this way for contrast so that it would be like perpendicular, if you even know what I'm saying at all. But think that looks slightly better. And I wanted to make the hat in red anyway, so this is kind of like my trial run. But yeah, I think it looks better like this, so I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm going to crochet. Let's see which side looks better. I'm going to crochet along a slip stitch along the side. You could just sew it together, but I'm just gonna slip stitch. Let's chain one actually. So yeah, just slip stitching along this edge and then fasten off, and then I'll just sew with this edge. And just keep in mind that I'm going to turn this inside out at the end so that the seam doesn't show. Like I was saying earlier, I was trying to figure out what the good side was. I mean, there's not really a good or bad side. Crocheting like this, because it switches back and forth. If you're doing like a amigurumi in a spiral or crocheting in the round, then there might be a good or bad side, but it's kind of just like what I think which side looks better, so it's kind of subjective. Okay, so now that's done. I don't really know how long to make this tail. Now on to the other side, but we're going to sew, and I'm gonna do it like I do my chickens. I have to remember how I do it. If it's wrong, it doesn't matter. I'll weave in the ends, but first I want to try it on. Okay. I do think it maybe could have been a little longer. Let me look. No, actually I think that's good. Her bangs are making her eyes close. I don't really know how I feel about it. Maybe it would look better with a smaller yarn, that way this isn't so bulky, but I think it looks fine. And I think I'm also going to crochet around here just to make the ends more clean. I think I was doing yarn under this whole time. Whoops, I got used to amigurumi. I don't think it really matters that much, especially with me doing the half double crochet. If it was single crochet, it would have probably made a difference. I actually might still yarn under than yarn over when I do the sweater, so that it can be tighter. I probably could have also gone up in hook size because my tension seems kind of tight with this. All right, and I'm just gonna tie these together and weave in the ends. All right, let's see. Oh no, single crocheting around made it a little tight, and I think that's fine. It also made it a little bit longer, which I think is fine. It gives the effect that it's supposed to, but I don't really like it. I think I would like it better with the thinner yarn. And I did have red yarn, but I donated it because I thought I wasn't gonna use it. So, I mean, I have this red yarn, but it's the same kind of yarn. But yeah, we'll continue to the sweater. I don't know if I will make another hat. If I do, I think I'm just going to make it a beanie that's not like this. Okay, update. I pulled the beanie a little more down on the sides and I like it a lot better. But her bangs are making her eyes close now, so that's, I don't know. I think it looks fine now. I want to make one in red now. I think that might look nice with her eyes because she has green eyes. I'm gonna make the sweater first to see if I have enough yarn left, but I don't know really where to start. Oh, sorry, that was really bright. Ooh, the sky looks pretty on that side though. No, that wasn't the sky, that was a tree. That was clouds, but it's a tree. I thought the tree was the sky and the white was the clouds, but the white's the sky. Like I said, don't know where to start. So, what if I make a waffle knit sweater? That could be nice. I don't think I want to do that right now. I think I'll do that if I get thinner yarn, because that might be too bulky. I think I'm just gonna do single crochet right now to figure out how to do the shape, and then we can explore other textures. There was one stitch that I wanted to try. I don't remember what it's called, but I used it in another pattern for like a bag for a crochet doll. but I'll look into that for probably the future. Possibly the future is what I meant to say. Okay, so I think to start, I think what I do for like the ribbed effect, I think this is called like the knit stitch. I don't know, but the ribbed effect, I think I'm gonna chain 4. This could be too big. We'll do 3 single crochet in the front loop. I think we only crochet in the front loop or the back loop, whichever one you prefer, but I'm gonna do that until it's the right length. I don't know if you can even tell. Is this doing anything? I don't know. Maybe I should do the back loop. I think that was what I was supposed to do, but shouldn't I just do one of them? I don't know. Gonna undo this. I don't want to look it up, so I'm kind of just guessing. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be, I think that's right. I don't think it matters if you do the front or the back, just as long as you pick one. Because there's that, and now we want the bump to be on this side. Yeah, I think that's right, and I'll update when I'm done. Oh my gosh, the sun. Is that better? You can't really see now. That didn't really help very much. Look what I found out. The light reflects off of my hand. Okay, this is really weird that this is the best lighting. I have my own little reflector. Well, sorry, it's kind of dark now. But I decided that instead of, I didn't even realize we were matching. I decided that instead of a sweater, I'm gonna make her a shawl. That'll be easier. I do not feel like making a whole sweater right now. Should I continue with this? I think I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this little ribbed thing, I think. No, I'm not. All right, so I managed to unravel without fluff flying everywhere. It's still a little dingy looking, but I don't want to waste any yarn. So I keep forgetting we're not doing a magic ring. I am going to leave a tail for weaving in ends. I know I could weave in as I go, but for this I'm not going to do that. I'm going to chain until it can wrap around her head. I chained 36, which is probably the same as this hat would be, because half of the hat was 18. Oh wait, I gotta chain one more for the chain 1 for each round, and I don't really want it to be loose, but I'm not gonna have a button. So what I could do is, I could do like a little tie in the back, or just leave a little flap. I might do that instead. I'm trying to think of what kind of shape I want. I want it to be like a triangle, like a diamond, I guess, with a point in the front and a point in the back, more like a poncho. But I don't know how to do that because it would be a square, but I need a hole in the middle. So do I just skip some rows, or do I try to like create this shape from the circle? I think what I'm gonna do is make a square, but with a hole in the middle. But how long does this square need to be? I don't know. Maybe I should look up some inspiration photos. I'm on Pinterest. Oh, I'm on Google. I went to Pinterest, but accidentally Googled. And I see this one where it kind of wraps around and buttons right here. So I may do that. I see another one that looks similar to the bandanas I make, but I think I'm just going to try the wraparound one and then use a tie instead of buttons because I don't have any buttons. I think I have one button, and hopefully that'll work out. I'm still not entirely sure how long I should make this, so I'm gonna measure from her armpit to where I want the shawl to land, and I'm saying the armpit because that's probably close to where the tie will be. Let's just say as long as this little dress thing is, that'll be here, and let's just do that +1. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, I lost count already. Sometimes it's hard to count chains. 17, 18, 19. So it's 18 again. What we did for that hat, what we started off with. I'm just gonna do single crochet. I think I want to size Should I size up? Actually, double crochet might be good. Let's do single crochet and just do like I would do with a plushie, because I know for things like this you usually do like single crochet yarn over, but I might do yarn under. Let's just do yarn over to keep it simple. Happy belated Valentine's Day. I don't remember when I started this, but it's February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. And I never finished this because I ran into some issues. Let's see if I can remember how I did this. Okay, how was I doing? Oh, okay, I see. It's not the poncho shape I wanted. I figured out how, okay, yes, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna fold it to make it kind of like a collar. So instead of being like that, fold it over, because it was too long on the arms. I don't even know what I was planning on doing, but I think what I was gonna do is like put a button or ties or something here. It's kind of hard to see. And then, oh my gosh, I cannot do this without looking at it. Hold on. This little part goes underneath, that folds over, and then a button or something, so that it would be pointy in the front, but then if you turn it around, it doesn't go far down enough and it's not pointed. And I could add some rows, but then it would be the opposite direction. So if I really want to make this, I'd have to start over, unless I just decide to keep it how it is. And I really also wanted to crochet on the edges to make it a clean edge, but this is all I have left, and I don't want to play yarn chicken right now. So I've decided to DNF this. Do people say that with crochet too, or is it just with books? Do people say that with projects? I'm gonna DNF. I'm gonna choose not to finish this poncho, but if it turned out how I wanted it to go, this is how it would look so far. It actually kind of looks nice with the purple because it's like all Valentine's out, but that's kind of too much for me. I'll get the skirt I was gonna use. Last minute decision, I'm gonna embroider a heart on the hat. It's not actually that much of a last minute decision because I wanted to add some kind of red detail. I just didn't know if I was gonna do like hearts everywhere or just do some like a rim around. I'm just gonna do a simple heart. That way the hat and the shawl tie in, poncho thing, whatever, tie in at least a little bit. So here's the hat. The heart is definitely not as good as I would have hoped. If I was making this for someone, I'd make sure I'd practice a lot before let me show you the final results. All right, so here's a good idea of what it would look like finished. Okay, the heart hat looks better on and further away, and I would match it with this white skirt. I'm pretty sure this was also handmade, not by me. And I'd find some shoes. She doesn't have any shoes, and I was thinking about making her some shoes out of duct tape because I used to do that as a kid. These dogs have been barking the past 10 minutes. I think it's pretty cute if I could get the back to match the front. That would be a project for another day. I don't even know if I want to do that anytime soon. I also think this would be really cute as a hood. I don't know how I would do that. I would say this has gone wrong because it didn't turn out how I wanted to, and I don't really like the results. But it's okay for my first time in 13 years, 14 years, crocheting doll clothes. I would say it's not too bad. And my first time crocheting doll clothes with chenille yarn. I actually think this has the potential to be very cute. I like the red with the white skirt and then the little heart on the hat to tie everything together. I think this looks very cute from the front, but it has potential. So comment what you think. Would you buy this? Or do I have room for improvement? So I'll likely frog this and use it for something else or try again. I don't know yet. Could just be a scarf. Oh, that is so big of a scarf. Chunky of a scarf. Okay, let me show you my hood. What I was thinking for the hood. It's like Little Red Riding Hood is cozy. That would be so cute. E.T. vibes. If I could get it the right shape. what I want to do is try it myself first, and if I can't figure it out, then follow a pattern, because I'm sure there's tons of patterns on how to do this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think if I just attached it like this, oh, but the back looks weird. So I think I'd actually have to make this the cape and then add a hood onto it so that it's not like weirdly shaped. But that's also a cute idea. I've decided to finish. It's snowing, so that's giving me motivation. So I'm going to use this tail to sew this closed and maybe a little bit right there. I think it would look nicer if I finished this edge with a slip stitch, but I'm just gonna leave it. That kind of adds a nice texture. It kind of just looks like a robe right now. And yeah, I'm just using the tails to sew the collar down. Here's another update. I chained 32, then wove it through both sides and tied a bow, so I could undo the bow and put it anywhere I want to make sure this is closed. And I also figured out I could make it off the shoulder if I want. If I wanted to make it off the shoulder, I'd have to figure out how to adjust this to make sure the sleeves are the same length. I mean, it looks pretty close right now, but yeah, I kind of like that actually. You can't see it very much, but I put this shirt underneath to kind of tie in all the colors together, the white, the pink, the red. There's not really red in here, but there's dark pink close enough. Here's the back. I think it's fine. It's long enough to be like a shirt. I don't think it's that big of a deal that it's not pointed. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more crochet crafty content from me. And be on the lookout because I decided to post all of my New Zealand vlogs here. I was having a hard time deciding if I should do it because it's not craft related completely. It's mostly about my experience in New Zealand and basically just a journey of growing as a person and growing in my faith. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. The trailer should come out next week, and then my first video I think will also come out next week. I think I'm gonna do them day after day and make it like a 2 or 3 week series depending on how many videos I have. It's at least 10 videos. Yeah, stay tuned for that and stay creative.